This is the prototype to the new or forthcoming Wee Thug. And the Wee Thug is designed by none other than Matthew Christensen. Christensen Bladeworks. I just spoke with him on the podcast, and actually he was showing this knife off during the podcast, and he sent it to me to check out, and I love it. It is a beautiful little, as Jimmy Slash would say, it's a pocket chunker. It's a little hunk of titanium tank, and it's beautiful. Look at that gorgeous blade grind. And this really cool sort of brushed texture across the titanium and the blade. So this is going to come out, the Thug, it's going to come out in 3 different configurations. One just like this, one like this with carbon fiber, and then I believe one like this with carbon fiber and acid wash blade, I think, something like that. But I think this knife is beautiful. I really, really like Matthew's designs. He does Wharncliffes and Tantos just right. Apparently he does small knives just right, because ordinarily they don't tickle my fancy too much, or I can appreciate them, but I don't necessarily desire them. This I want to have. Something very, very special about this blade. You got a flat that's almost a recurve, or a very, very slight recurve there. You've got this beautiful belly, the secondary tip. This is hollow ground and very, very thin. This is more wedge-like, even though that's also thin. It's not actually wedge-like at all, but this is a flat grind. And you've got that nice swedge up there. It's on bearings. Who doesn't like a thumb stud knife on bearings? And I think the way they logo is just so nice. That looks just so nice. Yeah, so look for this coming out, I can't remember when he said, October maybe? The Wee Thug, Wee Knives Thug. Now this one is not pocketed out. There are no pockets milled into this titanium to lighten it. I'm not sure if they have plans to do that. It wouldn't be a deal breaker if they didn't. A knife this small, you kind of want it to be substantial. And not for nothing, but the way he designed it, the way he designed that handle, if you needed to use it like this to punch into something or whatever, this setup here is really, really nice. So a very ergonomically sound handle. I have medium-sized hands, and this is like a pretty full-handed grip, you know, for a very small knife. Now I say very small. It's less than 3 inches. 2 3/4 inches, and so that's pretty small. Here it is with a Delica. See, so it's a little bit smaller than a Delica, just a titch. Let's see, here it is with a Finch Runtley. So it's not as Runtley as the Finch, but it's pretty small. So yeah, I like this knife a lot. I plan on getting it, and I plan on getting it in this exact configuration. I love that sort of hand-rubbed look, that sort of horizontal rubbed look. I think it's just really cool, especially when you put it on an angle like this, and then you look at where the different grind lines come together. Just a really classy knife. Here, let me show it with a couple of other Tantos that I like a lot. And this isn't for humor's sake. I really do like the shape of that Tanto. I love the Cold Steel Tanto shape. That's just the one I have around right now. And then another trailing point Tanto that I really love is this Riot K2, which doesn't get enough attention, but just an awesome knife. Similar sort of complex Tanto grind with the hollows and the flat grinds and the swedge and all of that. So really, really nice looking Tanto there. Here it is with another small Tanto. This is the SOG Kiku XR. So that's another compound blade and a compound Tanto grind. And you know, they really actually go after that recurve a little bit more aggressively. But you got the hollow there, hollow there, the flat there, the flat there, the swedge. I like this kind of tanto grind. And then, let's see, I have some others to compare it to shape-wise. Here it is with the ZT 06, I can never remember, 20, 0620. So another swedged, but this is a drop point tanto instead of a trailing point tanto with the swedge. Here it is with the 15, the CQC 15, with an exaggerated recurve, a recurve and a belly. So a lot of different ways you can go with a tanto grind. Here it is with my favorite iteration of the SOCOM tanto. It's a little dirty. I usually clean them off before I put them away. But look at that. There's another cool swedged. This one does not have a hollow. This is flat ground bevels here and here. Such a great looking knife and a great performing knife. My road trip knife. You may have seen it. And then one other impressive tanto shape, the Medford Praetorian. Now this also, true to most form through most of these, has the hollow here and the flat there. And once you get over how weapony and aggressive they look, you know, tantos really are pretty utilitarian. And I've been speaking to some people recently, and you know, who are outdoorsmen, and they do come in handy in the outdoors too. You've got the I guess they're not preferred. Let's say that, but you have the different. You can save this for certain tasks. You can use this for other sort of tasks. They usually have a pretty strong and reinforced point, so you can use it to make holes. I know anyone out there who's an actual outdoorsman is grinding their teeth right now listening to me talk about this, but anyway, they're more, what I'm trying to get at is tanto shaped blades are more than just aggressive and cool looking. They are quite useful, and you can reserve space around the blade to do different things. So anyway, that's my long way of saying, definitely when it comes out, check out the We Knives Thug, a collaboration with Matthew Christensen of Christensen Knifeworks. And also just check him out on Instagram, and you can see plenty of videos of his work on YouTube also. His custom work is just gorgeous, and he's a really, really cool guy to boot. So it's always great to meet and get involved with people who are making outstanding products and also happen to be cool. So definitely check out this We Knives Thug. There's his maker's mark. Prototype. So great action all the way around. All right, there we go.